Hey everyone, can you believe it? I took the talk show on the road. I am actually here in South Carolina with Midnight Cabaret film director Donna Clark. Say hello. And the main
Hi.
actor Brandon Hilton right here. Say hey.
Hi.
And we're going to do a live video interview for a few minutes here and share with y'all some thoughts of theirs about this amazing movie. I have seen it 3 times already. I've been very blessed to get to watch it twice at my home as a preview and saw it with them. And it was really, really surreal watching this movie with them in the room with me. So, Donna, tell me first of all, I know y'all did a premiere recently. How did that go?
It went really good. Where we had a lot of great positive reviews, and what we're planning on doing is having another screening here in the upstate.
Awesome.
So
And Brandon, what was like for you to see yourself on the big screen?
Was very surreal. It
Amazing.
was it was really surreal to walk in and like see the name of the movie on like the marquee outside the theater, and then like walk in and see it on the little room door, and then you walk in again, and then you're like playing on a big screen. It was just ridiculous. It was so surreal and really cool. So it was a really amazing experience, and I can't wait for more people to experience that and to walk in more theaters and see my name and the name of the movie and just everybody see this amazing film because it's such an amazing project that we worked really hard on, and it looks legit and it came out legit, and it's going to change your life.
Awesome. And we actually have an extra Jonathan who plays the bartender in the movie
and the music.
and the theme song for the movie actually just joined us for a minute here. So Jonathan, share with us real quick your thoughts about Midnight Cabaret being a part of it.
First of all, I think Midnight Cabaret was a blessing, not only for everyone involved in it, but also me, little old me, who doesn't have anything out yet in terms of music. Being a musician, really my whole life at heart, kind of gave me an opportunity to be more than a musician just at heart now, but also to be inspired by the film itself to actually create some of my first material, which is the single, going to be my first single called Almost Forgotten, and it is the theme song to the movie.
That's awesome, and I do hope that there is a soundtrack to this movie, Donna. The music in the movie is amazing. I know Brandon has a few songs himself on the movie, and it's just in different scenes, and it's just amazing. I think that music definitely makes a big part of the movie, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. A lot of it has to do with the emotion, and we use the emotion, you know, in the music, the lyrics. It just flows with the movie.
It gives the movie its own personality. It
Right.
gives it a vibe. Like it gives it when you sit like when you watch the movie, the music kind of helps.
Set the scene.
Yeah, like it,
Emotion.
it gives it a personality.
Yeah.
It makes it so much different from other movies that I've seen.
We had so many positive reviews, by the way, on the actual music when we had the premiere.
Wow.
People wanting to know about the
music.
soundtrack. If there was going to be a soundtrack.
That's
You know,
awesome.
so
That is amazing because I mean I think the movies with the big good, what do you call it? Like the big hit soundtracks, the amazing music. Those are the ones you always remember. They don't have to be a musical movie. I have some of my
Yeah.
favorite songs ever from well-known movies that were not musical. So I think that does say a lot about the movie. What other kinds of questions and comments did you receive at the premiere, Donna?
Okay, we had some comments that were they really said what they enjoyed, made it feel like they were there. It was the way that it was shot and edited. So that, that's really good. I mean, nothing was a negative comment. Everything was positive, and
I haven't heard a single bad comment
it was it
or a
made
bad review.
it made me feel more
Great.
positive about getting the stuff out there, to the
Which
right
is shocking
audience.
for me because I'm used to nothing but negative comments and bad reviews, but I've heard nothing bad.
Yeah, no one even said anything bad about his acting.
I know, no one even trashed me.
I
And
was going to ask
everyone
you
always
that.
trashes me, so.
Well, not that part, but like because I mean you do have a lot of fans. Obviously, the numbers show on your page.
Numbers don't lie.
But
But I do have a lot of haters too.
yeah, and I think that's just the price of fame, like
A
they
lot.
say. You know what I mean?
A
But what I was
lot.
going to ask you, Brandon, is because you've been seen as a model and
But they're not in
singer,
movies.
but this is the first time for your fans to see you as an actor.
Right.
And so, what kind of feedback have they given you, seeing you in this different light now?
Well, the ones who've seen it, everyone has said that I'm really good, that I'm a good actor, and I mean, I didn't think I was gonna be a bad actor, but I didn't think I was gonna be that great of an actor, just because I don't. I mean, you're your own worst critic, you know, and I don't know, but I feel like I kind of already am an actor just from shooting music videos and everything else that I've done already. Because I mean, you portray characters in music videos and stuff too. So it was
Well,
just a long music video for me.
And you also though felt a connection to the character.
Yeah,
And
I
that
felt
was
like
the
I
first
am the
step,
character. Like
becoming that character.
becoming that character took me. I guess I spent like what?
Well, it was a couple of months. I don't know.
Yeah,
I do
reading the
remember.
script and then like kind of
We
identifying with
would
his
go.
character, which I actually identify with in real life because we have a lot of the same struggles and have been through a lot of the same things, and it brought up a lot of like past and issues, and that was hard. That was another struggle that I went through, but
And
it
Donna,
definitely shows the authenticity is there.
remind everyone again the synopsis of this movie and also how they can try to help y'all get this movie going in their theaters in their own hometowns across the world, really, not just the U.S., but everywhere.
Okay. So we'll talk about eventful.com first of all. We're trying to get people to, talk about the movie.
Come on in, my ladies.
Okay, that helps. The movie is about a college senior named Adam, played by Mr. Brandon Hilton, who is encountered by his high school bully. And what that does is conjures up his painful past and, his mother committing suicide from a drug overdose, his abusive father who beat him. Um,
Which are
she's drinking
all
my
very
coffee.
realistic things.
So what that does
My
is
mom is still alive, but the father part is very real.
in real life, yeah.
Yeah.
So he changes from geek to chic, and that's inspired by a gothic drag queen that performs at
Which is
midnight
also real
cabaret.
life.
Oh, that's your coffee.
My coffee.
Never mind. So that's what the story's about. He runs into the wrong crowd. Voila! It's like a journey of self-discovery. I mean, that's
Yeah, that's a good way to word it. Journey of
that's what
self-discovery.
it is. He's
is.
discovering
It's like a
who he
self-help
is.
help book, but it's a movie and very entertaining with just amazing scenes all the way around with music and acting.
And
the
I also,
acting
I mean, I
is-
discovered a lot of things about myself while shooting the movie. Like, I feel like I matured a lot shooting the movie. I feel like I grew up a lot, and I feel like I kind of like opened aspects of my mind that weren't necessarily that I used. You know, it kind of opened my mind as a person and as an actor and as a singer and as a person. So
Yeah. I think it helped Donna too. It sounds like grow a
Definitely
lot from
helped
what
Donna.
we've
I think
been
so.
talking about
I
earlier.
did. I learned a lot. I learned a lot. Technical techniques that I like to use in the future. How to time saving. And even dealing with certain people. I wasn't talking about him anyway when I said that.
what, dealing with me?
I was just talking about like
I'm easy to deal with.
getting a yes.
Yeah.
And just like what we were talking about.
Mhm.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah.
Never heard
Doesn't
that.
matter
It's a
how
good life lesson to
or
learn.
how
You have
big
to
that
try.
person is when you're trying to ask for something. It doesn't hurt to ask, and it amazed me, to ask for certain locations, and we got those
Got some
locations.
amazing locations.
Legit
Y'all really
locations.
did.
That blew my mind.
I have had the most amazing time here. Like I told Donna even before I came here, I started crying the night before because this was a big wish for a long time, as Brandon knows. Take the talk show on the road. And there were two places that I've had the most guests from: L.A., South Carolina. And just to see these like locations and things that the places that y'all been filming the movie, and just seeing how you make everything look a certain way, and all the work that. I mean, they've dealt with these bugs here. I mean, it's just amazing what they had to deal with all day long while they were filming. Like, you don't really understand or appreciate all the hard work that you do until you kind of see it yourself. And I've only seen a snippet of a whole bunch of stuff. I
The
mean,
cold.
it's just amazing. Like,
You don't even get to see the cold.
so I just have so much appreciation for what y'all done.
And we showed her a set when she was here. what it was
The
originally.
set where we shot the club.
The actual
Yeah,
Midnight
my
Cabaret.
favorite. Like, I want this club to be
I'm sorry.
reality, a real club now.
And she walks in. I don't know what you thought of it, but it certainly wasn't what it was in the
movie.
It looked totally different. It's kind of like when I was in LA and they show you the front of a house, but there's no back of it, but it was a whole nother perspective here. But it is, it's like you don't have to be in LA to do all these Hollywood tricks, is what I've learned.
Yeah, you don't.
You can be resourceful and make the best of it, but you have to really be creative and clever.
That's what it's
And
about.
I have so much respect for y'all because you
and
are.
innovative techniques is
Yes.
what I call it.
Even
though
when we were shooting Midnight Cabaret in the club, like when the actors and I, like when we came to set for the first day and saw the club from the outside, seeing what it actually is, to going inside and seeing it as a club, we were all like wowed, like mouth on the floor because it was so
Wow.
legit looking.
Oh,
and it
yeah,
was
I
so
remember.
shocking. Remember, I was
I
like,
remember,
I was like, can we keep this open and
That's
just
right.
stay here
Yeah,
all the time?
He said,
Oh,
let's
wow.
hang out here.
I was
Yeah,
like, we
it's
should
a
hang out here.
place.
It
Yeah.
was cool.
I believe that because when we went in there, yesterday? Yeah,
Can-
yesterday.
can we
I
even
know
say
it
what it
feels
was?
like it was 3 days or something. that
I
we've
know,
been
right?
here.
But when I thought Brandon was
Can we
going to
say
start
what it really
crying.
It was a shop. Yeah.
No one knows what it really was.
It was really
It's like a garage.
Yeah, it's a really garage. I mean,
It's kind of like when you go on
a
a
long,
tour in LA.
huge
Yeah.
It's
one.
a
but
long garage.
we turned half of it into the actual set of Midnight Cabaret. We hung up curtains.
We made it into a
put
club.
stage,
Put a
bar,
stage,
everything
a runway,
like, yeah, legit
seats,
things.
bar.
Everyone's going to make their shops and garages into these
Oh,
their own nightclubs. I love
It's
it.
legit.
So you don't have to go out to a club. You can just stay home and make your own
Yeah,
club
no.
in the garage or a shop. But
They
yeah,
worked on
it's
this
amazing.
for months, and I didn't have a clue what it looks like. And the first day I'm supposed to be on set, my call time was like, I don't know, super early, I guess. Early for me, it was like 10 a.m., so that's early for me. And I got here and got there and drove up, and I'm like, this is the location, it's a garage. And I called Donna, and I'm like, I'm outside, but it's a garage. And she's like, it's alright, come around inside, come in the door. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay. And they like met me out, and they're like, alright, now don't judge, but be ready for it. And I'm like, okay. So I opened the door, and then there was this big curtain, and then they opened the curtains up, and I was just like,
Wow.
whoa, like it was alive. It was
Compared to
Midnight
what you saw before.
That is
with the
amazing.
spiders.
There was spiders and
Yeah.
snakes, and a squirrel tried to kill me, and
Yeah.
and
the
then
squirrel in the dressing room that was still actually living up there while we were shooting.
Oh,
while we were
squirrel?
shooting,
Oh, wow.
while we were shooting, it would come and
There
peek
are all
down
kinds
at
of
the
animals
roof and
here.
like stick its head down and look at us, and then
How-
go back up and run.
Oh,
and
how cute.
all the drag queens would start
jumped in
screaming.
It jumped in Tiffany's purse.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh, squirrel jumped
knocked
in
everything
assistant director's
down.
purse.
And the drag queens, every
Wow.
time it would come down, they would all start screaming and run out, and it was so
Yeah.
much fun.
It's like camping with the queens. That's what I
Camping
call
with the
it.
queens is what everybody called it.
That could be a whole nother subplot there.
Yeah.
That's
Behind the
hilarious.
scenes.
That's
Yeah.
a reality
Yeah.
TV show.
That,
right
yeah,
there.
that is.
That's
I love
a
that.
blooper. Camping
That's
with the queens.
funny. But I realized what I was going to say earlier that I got off track. But what I was going to say is, for me, bringing the talk show on the road has been a really big goal of mine for a long time, as many of y'all know. And I finally did it. And Donna, and Brandon too, it's just when, how do I say this without crying? I'm inspired by people like y'all that make things happen, and
You're
it
gonna
taught
make-
me to
you're
make
gonna-
things happen. Like when I talk about, I'm gonna do it. If I'm gonna Super Bowl, I just asked and I interviewed celebrities and I showed everyone.
You interviewed Nelly.
Yeah, the singer. I proved to everyone. I gained a lot of credential and respect after I did that.
I remember that when
And
you tweeted me that.
Yeah, and so with my book coming out, Donna taught me, because she's gone through struggles like all of us. Brandon too with music and Donna's movie. It takes a long time. And we're perfectionists at heart. We were talking about earlier today too. And it's you have to keep going until you know it's right when you're ready to release a movie or album or book like me, And so it really meant a lot to me. I'm really glad that it kind of worked out for the two places I wanted to go the most, with my community mentor and guest in LA, and them here, in South Carolina. That it's just amazing to get inspired by people every day. I'm surrounded by people like them that are just so talented that they follow through with their dreams. They don't just live life.
You don't let people stop you. You don't let
Exactly.
everyone saying
So
you
I'm just
won't
so proud of
succeed.
y'all.
Because
Donna did it.
You
Yeah.
can't listen to the
Yeah.
no's.
That
Yeah.
happened.
Boos are just applause from ghosts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, is there anything else that each of you would like to share as we wrap up about Midnight Cabaret?
Well,
I just can't wait for everybody to see it.
Yeah.
It was
Like it on
it was
Facebook.
a great
Mhm.
adventure, and I do not. Oh, it fell asleep. I do not regret doing this. This was well worth it. I learned a whole lot, and of course, there's more to learn. But it's something I enjoy. It's a passion, and it's amazing to know that something that someone once said was a pipe dream actually really happens. Where it happened.
Yeah.
And it was just like one step at a time, just one step at a time. Because when you look at the whole picture, it
We're on
looks overwhelming.
IMDb.
It's overwhelming, when
We're in theaters.
when you think about what you have to do,
It's
you have a
crazy.
goal, and it's just a matter of getting it organized and taking it one step at a time,
Yeah.
and that's how
It's
you
good
do
advice.
it. That's how you do your goals, and that's what this movie was. It was one step at a time, and not being afraid to call and ask questions, ask for permission to shoot somewhere,
Ask for help.
ask for help.
Especially
Never be
the
afraid to
convenience
ask
store
for help.
scene.
Yeah, that was
that's
hard.
the convenience
That
store
would be
was one of the
hard.
most challenging locations to get because it was a real convenience store, and we also had to shoot around their
And
schedule.
it was operating while we were
Right.
shooting.
And
And
we
you don't
managed
scare
to do
people.
it.
We did scare people.
I know.
That's a story that probably, yeah,
We'll
it's a
sure.
detailed story.
That'll be another time.
I guess I'll leave
Or
it
go
at
back
that.
to the old interview. It's on the past interview before the movie came out.
Oh, yeah. Did we tell it on that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on there. So
We
go
have
back to
lots
that
and
one.
lots and lots
So
of
you can-
stories.
You'll learn a lot from this interview and the original because we wanted to do the before movie interview we did and the after because it's a whole nother perspective. It's just amazing. So, but y'all check out Midnight Cabaret. Make sure you like it on Facebook. Go to eventful.com and demand it in your area.
Definitely.
We all can help each other. Let's make it happen because it's an amazing movie. I've watched 3 times. I have gotten something out of it every single time. There's always something you catch on, not just personally, like a life lesson learned, but there's so many amazing details that you're like, oh, I just saw that or heard that. It's so detailed. It's so intricate. It's amazing.
And also, it's relates to a lot of people. I mean,
Mhm.
a lot
Yeah,
of people
it
can relate
does.
to this because it's about, your high school years is pretty much a tough time for
Yeah,
people.
adolescence. Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of people being bullied, and
Sure.
a lot of people can relate to this.
Yeah, it's relatable.
Definitely. Well, thank y'all so much. I'm so
Thank
happy to
you,
be
Chelle.
here. They're amazing hosts, by the way. I love their southern hospitality.
Thank you.
So make sure to tune in to Coffee Talk with Chelle
Where there's always variety in life.
In life.
and live. Goodbye. Drink lots of coffee tonight.